Hey everyone, Linus here, and today we're diving into the world of data centers. Specifically, we're talking about temperature monitoring and why it's so crucial for keeping things running smoothly. Data centers are basically the brains of the internet, housing tons of servers and other equipment that generate a lot of heat. If things get too hot, it can lead to all sorts of problems, from reduced performance to complete system failures. That's why it's super important to keep a close eye on the temperature inside your data center. Effective temperature monitoring helps you identify potential hotspots before they become major issues. It also allows you to optimize cooling systems and reduce energy consumption, which is good for both your wallet and the environment. Now let's talk about delta T, or DT. This simply refers to the temperature difference between 2 points. In the context of data centers, we're interested in the DT between various components like servers, cooling units, and the air itself. Monitoring these temperature differences is key to identifying cooling inefficiencies. For example, a large DT between the air entering and leaving your servers could indicate poor airflow or a problem with your cooling system. By understanding the different types of DT and their ideal values, you can pinpoint areas where your cooling setup needs improvement. This helps ensure that your servers are getting the cool air they need to operate at peak performance. There are 4 key delta Ts that you should be monitoring in your data center. DT through IT equipment, DT through cooling units, DT from cooling unit to IT equipment intake, and DT from IT equipment exhaust to cooling unit return intake. Each of these measurements provides valuable insights into the efficiency of your cooling system. For instance, a large DT between the supply air and the air entering your servers might indicate hot air recirculation or inadequate airflow. This could be due to blocked vents, poorly placed equipment, or an undersized cooling system. On the other hand, a negative DT between the exhaust air and the return air suggests bypass airflow, where cool air is being wasted. To effectively monitor these delta Ts, you need a reliable monitoring system like the one offered by AKCP. Their system uses thermal map sensors to provide a visual representation of temperature distribution within your data center. This allows you to easily identify hotspots and optimize cooling efforts. Now let's discuss some practical tips for improving airflow management in your data center. One simple but effective solution is to use blanking panels to cover empty spaces in your server racks. This helps prevent hot air from recirculating and improves overall cooling efficiency. Another important aspect is aisle containment. By separating hot and cold aisles, you can prevent the mixing of hot and cold air, which reduces the load on your cooling system. You can achieve this using physical barriers like aisle containment systems or by strategically positioning your server racks. Finally, don't underestimate the importance of regular maintenance. Make sure your cooling units are clean and functioning properly, and check for any obstructions in the airflow path. By implementing these tips and investing in a reliable monitoring system, you can ensure that your data center stays cool, efficient, and operational for years to come.